Good evening, almost morning, afternoon, day, whatever time of day it is where you are. It's 23:40 on the 5th day, 4th month, 2023. And I imagine it might be at a 6th day, 4th month when I finish this forecast. Oh my, would you look at the guilt of what's coming today in the next, well, this is a little over 24 hours worth of forecast stations as the bearing downs on New Zealand's continue. And the beam sweats pretty much picked apart. I just hope that this is gonna ride. Do-do-do-do. She's gonna draw into a wall around here. It's gonna stall out here. At her front coming from here, the determinants of that is gonna be how bad this area is gonna get it. The rush wake in front of the line that's gonna come off Australia and come across the ocean here is it's gonna push this out of the way. And until it does, that thing is fairly locked there. And so the determinants of how bad the Hawke's Bay area is going to get it is determined on how fast this gets across the Tasman Sea. And it's packing a wallop, absolute wallop. Some of your 24-hour totals are very, very high. Coming up in the tip, as they stuck the tip in. Oh my, that's not a little bit of water coming at once. Your 3 day totals in that area means you're getting a little bit more as the storm tracks south, but not as high as what you're going to get during the initial stop of the momentum of the storm as she wheels down the coast. Some of your 5 day totals are still extremely high. I think it's going to be higher than what they're saying here. They're calling it easier down here, and I'm not believing it. So I'm going to keep my forecast from yesterday as the exactly same numbers because none of the dynamics have changed. It's now all down to how fast does that storm come from Australia to push that away. Some of the truth totals are starting to show in from Nelson. You see here, you're going to get your 20 centimeters easy, 25 to 30 up in the ranges. Is going to race down toward their predictable areas. This is where the awareness part of your arc comes in. Aware, ready, and knowledgeable. You're aware of what's going on. You're ready, and you're knowledgeable. And the knowledge is going to save your life. Yeah, that road here between Nelson and Richmond is going to be a no-go zone. This is going to be quite bad for them. And some of these passes here are going to be impassable. This is not to be taken lightly. A lot of this is coming in the second batch that's coming over from Australia. That stuff that's been impacting them is now going to impact you. And that's a wallop coming. I'm very, very disheartened to have to give you that news today, but my forecast is still accurate. Now it's really all down to two things. What is burnt pine going to do with its radar right now? And because it's the center is just kind of getting up on that island now. If I look out here, you see the center of push is here, and the circulation is here. So when it hits the front of this island, the lull formed to this side, right here. You can see it starting to come in now. It's running into the momentum of that beam line, which is here, which will cause a spin. So right here, it looks like they're diving a corner down. Right in here now. Boom! Right there. So that'll start to spin that more. You'll end up with a dual vortex, one here and one here. This tendril coming from Oz is not the front. The front is behind it over here. It's just now working its way across. It's going to impact Adelaide and Melbourne. Melbourne's going to catch quite a thunderstorming day today. Yeah. As this works its way through the strait and the flow changes, the low will instantly hit here. That'll dive south. Right, you can even see now the effects of the dual vortex is beginning to form as the drag of the island on the low deck of flow begins to do its predictable things. And it's just being bombed into total existence. See the V shape to it. It's very possible you have a ship moving along with it. It's not tracking super fast. Big chemtrail going across Queenstown, Livingston. Boom, 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 boom. Plumes! Only plumes, they do the plumes and the booming and the booming and the pluming and the pluming and the weathers is they bending the dingo over again. And I'll get back across to you guys there too. I just wanted some more of this to load. Let's turn on some of the nitty gritty city names and show you some of the bombasticness of the Melbourne area. Boom, 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 boom. I have to throw that little bit in there, or they say I'm copied a song. Well, I did. I just used my own words. Mr. Kimba Man, killing the dreams. Boom, 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 boom. And even Greta complained while they're swelling the streams. Boom, 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 boom. And then the camp bomb came and on my house it came over. And then it fall out and then my roses fell over. Mr. Kemba Man, stop swelling the streams. Boom, boom, boom. And making my air smell like an assy. Boom, 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 boom. And then the plumes it came and boom came over. The Golden Coast was not so golden when they came over, Mr. Boomman. Byron and Bay, boom, 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 boom. Hey, how you feeling out there, Byron? Is the air very nice? Is these bombs going off? Because they are so bombastic. The bombastards. Bastardized weather. Bastardized royals. Be ruled by bastards. The controllers coming faster, faster. They are no more mastering pulling my strings, that's for sure. As the booming and the pluming continue to be doing the runnings. The vag into the V formation. Oh no, that's the soda drink with the stranding. Here, there you go. Oh, that's better for you. Ah, and it dissolves. So how many hours did that trail take to dissipate? Look at this curved one here, this field of 1, 2, 3, 4 bombs there, and a bomb, and a bomb, and a 5, and it's the flower of death into the 4-star. As it streams over the Brisbane area, North Lakes, Redcliffe, that's Bribey right there. Bribery Island. Do 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 boom boom boom. Boom, 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 and the love of money overtakes the love of love itself. It's a sad thing. Look at these bombs going off in this field. It makes one of those clouds where, like, it was cloudy, and you saw a deck, and then you saw that weird cloud appear in the center, blowed it out. These are done by putting a chemical catalyst on top of an existing cloud deck. Bomb, bomb, bomb. So you'll have some fall street clouds along here that should have showed up in your pictures today. And that's what those are. See the bomb in the center. See the tendrils of death. See the bomb right here. Look at that thing there. Was that an anus? The anus cloud? You dipstick. Oh, we know what the dipstick is. Oh my. How many bombs we got going off on New Zealand now? Get this out to sea, the triple shat. Boom, 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 boom. How square can you go? And pluming Nazis they are. Yeah, that's geoengineering. That's not cloud seeding. Geoengineering creates the cloud. You have to have a cloud to change the dynamics of the seed. There's a difference between the two. Geoengineering es muy mal. It's bad, 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 bad. Wrong, 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 wrong. Get your fried, get your fried. New Zealand style. Bzzz. The clouds don't move. They're just staying in place. Waveforms. Microwaves. That's right, Captain is cooking you again. See the wave come across your country? Boof. Boof. Slower. Faster, faster. Slower, slower. This whole program needs to come to a grinding halt. Bzz. Microwave's holding the flow on the straight. Well, we don't want that low forming naturally too soon over on this side. That would fuck the whole weather plan up. It would. You could have them cross flow back in. And that microwave well set a dam up all the way out to sea of a heated outflow right through here. So when it comes to Chris, it's going to have a bit of a deflection. That's a good thing. That's right, I'm reading it now. The interactions of these two masses is very important. The low goes a little bit more to this side. Your whole area here is fucked. It comes down a little over to this side. She'll bounce off that beam and sit there and park kind of squashed, but it won't do enough of a back turn to do a whole lot through here. It'll hit here and here. So this is a very big deal of where is it going to hit the point. I say my forecast is still accurate from yesterday. I don't have a habit of changing my mind by a graphic changing at the last minute. Pressure was pressure, flow was flow, motion is motion. And the motion of the ocean determines the wrecking of the boat, that's for sure. And as I look again over here towards Albania over here, all the tendrils of that, the streaming off over the peaceful populace. And all the trees that never did any roaring, not getting any sunshine today, no breakfast for you, no soup for you. Oh, they get soup, it's called electrosmog and chemtrail mix, the metallic soup. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that Nazi symbol going over you right here. Right before it got to Melbourne, they gave Dan a special salute. His own personal salute. Doesn't he look a lot like Uncle Adolf? He can't even handle walking down 2 stairs. You're better off with a slinky in the State House, because he can walk downstairs alone or in pairs. And at least it makes the slinkety sound. This dude's just a slinker. You don't even hear the sound. Doom, 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 Nazis, doom. Here's again. Swastika skies for you and I. And yeah, let's have a big M. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. The club is open. Woo, boogeyman. What do we got? A Kiss Cancer Jeans advertising in the sky there. The God of Thunder can bomb control the spell you're under. You better turn that television off. Blow up the TV, throw away the paper, go to the country, build you a home. If they let you, if they don't flood you out, burn you out. Fuck this, better to burn out than fade away. And fuck fading away, man. Live. It's not for you to determine whether you faded away or not. Come to bomb and not fade away. Boom, 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 boom. Jeez, what a fucking mess. Absolute shit-stained mess. From north to south to east to west, your sky is a shit-stained mess. Welcome to Chemistria. The very unlucky country lately. That image ain't loaded yet. Load. I said load. I said whoa. Whoa. Look at that bombs going off here. Boom, 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 boom. Your ass. How'd you like to be flying through that? Every airline's attendant and pilot and all that has to breathe this crap. You know, our oppressors have military-grade air filtration systems. They get walls that'll survive bombs and blasts and EMFs and all sorts. And access to healthcare, you don't. Yes, they have to breathe the same air. But is their nose not so high in the air to even think they're breathing the same? We'll show them this while we do that. You're going into lockdown. Boris Johnson has a disco in number 10. Now, this is just how the world works. Those what they say. And there are a bunch of bankers in charge, bankers and lawyers, dousing you with legalese where you think you know what words they're using. And yet they're using a different dictionary. What a fucking shame. Swastika much? Well, you know, you gotta give Dan his due. He's due judgment like that. See that anus right there? I dubbed that the Dan cloud. That's an anesthesia cloud, maybe? I don't know. Anesthesia puts him to sleep. Boom, 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 boom. Not good for your garden. How thick are those tomato skins? Exactly. You notice that too? Like freaking armor. Tomato these days, you need a chainsaw to make a sandwich. Plume's going over the corner down here, booming and a pluming. It's what they do. The weather controllers, the geoengineers. You can go to uni and apply for classes today. Go to the University of Wisconsin. Hello, Wisconsin. Boom. I think though, like the '70s shows, maybe you'd be better off with Kelso in charge. My. So let's have a look at what's due, what's coming, and what they say is about to happening. Hurry. Yeah, that was then. This is now. Or that's gonna be then. This is now. Are we still running? Yes, like diarrhea. This shit's spewing across the screen. Right, here we go, New Zealand. Here it comes, the nightmare coming down your street. The geoengineers use the chem bombs to create the thing in weather that you greet. Boom, 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 plume. God, bunch of TV junkies out there more concerned with who's got talent rather than, oh my God, look what we've just done. Ancestors in the hulls. Look what we're doing. Look what we've done. And look what's coming. It's a lot of water. She's packing a wallop, boy. She's packing a wallop. A lot of tendrils there to work in. Burnt pine hands it off. Turns it from the burnt pine to the frying pine islands. And the beam will come up and split the flow. You'll get the double low and the whammo. And this will be at Monday. Monday. Like breakfast. Have a big storm for breakfast. Boy, is this second batch that's coming there when they turn this storm in. This is what's going to smack the big belter. And this is when your earthquake risk is absolute highest. Less pressure in the tap and a smack on the bottom puts a jut over here. This is. And I already know the beams. What will the sun do that day? Look at that here. Look at the flow day there. Then it's when they punch that island and she drifts that back the other way again. A secondary quake risk day. From here to here. Super high risk. Did have a little bit of about them. I said, come on, man. It ain't even in the threes. I don't even want to hear about it. It's a wobble. Go to New Zealand, they call it a wobble. God, this is bad. Repeated. One after the other, they're working into that tendril from there. And I know it ain't good because what's this coming your way when these two meet? And that's about the day of the fuckery for this end here. And boom. So I'll switch countries now. And being hard coming ashore. All ashore that's coming ashore. Whammo. And this is going to be a full-fledged cyclone. Absolutely no doubt about it. By the time she comes in the shore, she'll have packed her winds. I can go find it. God, this is bad. The double Dutch, man. You gotta want to tale of two countries getting terrorized by the corporation at once. One right after the other. So there's a lot of emergency vehicles and supplies, though, that you may need next time. There it is. When they compressed that storm, she was full cyclone, man. She'll be category 1 to 2. It's a category near 3. What's that in miles an hour? No, that's category 1. All day long. She'll be a cat one when she comes ashore. That's 6. So, who's going to cap it and who's not? They are. That corridor. And she's going to head right for these lakes. Through here. All the pressure said so. This sucks. She's heading right for the lakes. So your corridor of devastation is going to be that broom corridor. This is bad. That first tendril coming in is nothing compared to the one coming behind it. When you're seeing some parts of this storm, if it sat over the top, you would drop 5 to 7 centimeters and every 3 hours on you. So even a quick passing of that thing is going to be devastating. Well, you can use that moment to go out and wash your car off. Whatever it does. My. What a fucking shame. You guys are in for a rough time, man. Rough time. And the bubble upside his side coming straight to New Zealand. That'll go south. That'll spit a second low. If you're lucky, that don't catch it. Any of this tendril coming here working through meets that cold air that went from in here that mixes, you guys are fucked. Yeah, I'm watching this very, very, very baggy another 2-week period coming for every bit of 2 weeks of wetness is coming for New Zealand and Australia, South Tasmania. You're going to have quite a problem. I got a little bit of snow and your high level's going to be popping into existence there. Little jingle bells early. I don't think it's going to be enough to be any kind of issues for anybody really. Some of the Alps are going to catch some of their never ends. The cold air will fill the trough then, so that's going to be a factor to take into account with the temperature differences, fueling natural weather stuff. Oh my, you poor folks. Are we still running? Yes. And hello to everybody, and thank you very much for tuning in and carrying enough to spread these warnings. And I'll be watching this all very, very closely. I ain't gonna let you down. So let's have and see what goings on are going on. What's going on? Who gets it first? Let's go ahead and Zealand first. It says they shut most of their radar off. There's not much to ever see. What a fucking shame. Is this the best radar you could do? I mean, really, with all those millions and millions of dollars you can get on a battleship that ends up floating down the bottom of the sea, you think you could spend that kind of money on a good weather forecasted system so Robert can get some sleep? Because it's now 3 minutes after midnight on the 6th day, 4th month, 2023. How you doing there, Wangery? Wangery. There's something with a wang over here. It's going to be very, very wet. Yes, it's going to be a little bit saggy over there on the old wang. Over there at Dragaville. Yes, I know how to read. I'm going to have fun with this. We got TikTok place here. You guys do a lot of videos over there. Or are you token on something there? I thought you guys like to do spots. Maybe that's the spot to do the spot at the Toki. And you do TikToks of Tokis there. Who knows? All I know is, boy, are you guys about to cop it. Cop it. Yep, kaka. Their weather is kaka. Cuckoo kaka. Seth Gillum, John South, wherever you are. Nelson, got a little bit of storms offshore there. Richmond and Nelson, do. Boy, you guys got a few days to get ready, and then you're going to get absolutely fucking wet. So they don't even change the screen. Right? That's about the barring radar. Right, we're going to zip across the nation here into a new nation. And we'll look at the ocean here. What have we done? Well, we made a big storm there. There's some lightning bolts going in there to, something swimming along. Ow! Some whale up there breaching just as this fluke comes up, lightning bolt comes down. Oh my God, who could possibly go right for a singed whale tail? It was this Milka. Hey, you drink milk over there. Hey, Layla, you got one of your name like Milky over there. Hey, that might be your town. It's a Milky Bar, Cape Town, or Cooley Milky. Cooley Milky over here at Lake Cooley Milka. Kakamaka Hana Mana Mini Moka. Woomera prohibited area. What are they doing things in prohibited area? Why are you in the prohibited area? Why are you doing stuff? Why is there prohibition to begin with? And what is up with the Woomera? And that invent the Woomerang. And if you keep going back there, you're a Woomeranger. Right, I digress. No, I don't. I'm just having a silliness because you know how hard it is to report on. I know what's getting ready to happen for a while in advance, and you see these floods. But you know, New Zealand, at least most of those cut-ins that were on your hill that the forest people left behind as the mangler, shredder, chipper for people in houses, a lot of that's already come down. What do you call that? Slash. When I think of slash, I think of like November rain and a good guitar solo. I don't think of April showers turning into April inundations. But you know, that's just the way it is. Hey Adelaide, how you doing? Yeah, a few rumblers coming through there. I didn't put the lightning on. Well, it's not even rumbling. I'm surprised. It's raining, it's pouring. The chem bombs are warning you that geoengineering is happening. It's happening. Crappening, cripping and crapping. Cripping and crapping. Easter's on its way. The poor Easter bunny man's going to get chem bombed all to hell, and we'll all have to be wascally rabbits to figure out what happened to the Easter bunny this year. Maybe he gets his Fergie seized off. I don't know, maybe an mRNA thing got in its system and then it died. We'll be stroking the Easter bunny in a different way. What a fucking shame. But hey, you know, well, you think you could fix everything by just adding a bunch of crap into it instead of just acting naturally? Don't you act? You know what needs to be added? Maybe some trees into the soil. Hey, they could feed animals and add oxygen to the air. Maybe we could stop taking the light away, the sunlight away from these trees. They could provide oxygen that we need and other animals need. Your dog needs it. If you don't care about people, what about your dog? Your dog is breathing this. These big old chem bombs right here and pointing at this field of crap is falling out into the pond that it swims in. What a fucking shame. A bunch of bracken water will be all that's left for the future generations if we keep allowing them to spray sulfur dioxide and titaniums and all sorts of bullshits. Bullshits that don't belong there. Chem bomb. What a fucking shame. Back to the forecast here. Let's see what else we got coming through there. Melvin, you are about to have a bit of a moment. You haven't showed up on the radar screen as having your moment yet, but you're gonna. Hey, so get ready for your moment. Your not so magical moment. Unless you talk of ritualistic magic, and well, that's something our professors know very well. As we continue along, it's when this storm comes across is critical to New Zealand's day right here. Right, which in this crest, the Tasman Sea, from the 8th, right here, is critical. When is it coming? If it comes there, they're fucked. And I'm talking even a 5-hour difference could be all it takes for that storm to stall. That's what I'm worried about. And you do have another one right behind it. This is an inundation, never-ending story. It's over and over. It's as boring as techno, where it sounds like a broken record. For a fucking year. I report on this geoengineering. And I got your backs. I'll keep watching. Kia kaha. Big love. Peace.